Hey everybody, Cassandra Von Worsley with you here, another episode of IGTV. So I want to talk today about starting over. Sometimes there is this shame thing with starting over. I think a lot of us want to start over. A lot of us feel the need at different seasons of our lives to start over, and yet we resist that intuition, that feeling, because we're afraid of the shame that comes with starting over again and again and again and again, right? The starts and the stops. There are lots of us who say, okay, I'm going to begin this fitness journey, this health journey. And then we start it, get derailed, life happens, and then we stop. And we go back to old ways. And then we restart it again, and then we do this over and over again. And throughout our lifetime, when we find ourselves in positions where we are constantly starting and stopping and starting and stopping, a lot of us will get to a point where we will feel as if, what's the point? Like, what's the point of me starting over? I don't finish what I start. I don't continue. I don't follow through. And here's the message that I want to bring to you today. I want to give you full permission to start over as many times as you need to, with no shame, no blame, no guilt, no, oh, you don't finish what you start. All of that inner critic nonsense is not helpful to you actually starting over and following through on a starting over that's coming up. Listen, what most really successful people will do, what most people who've achieved certain things will never tell you, is they will never give you the nitty-gritty details on how many times over a period of years they actually gave up. Most of them will never tell you how many times, whether in their own mind, in action, in focus, in persistence, how many times they actually gave up. And I would offer you this: go look for the interviews, go look for the podcasts, go look for the examples of ultra successful people who are achieving what you want to achieve, and listen to the ones who tell you how many times they started over, how many times they gave up, how many times they failed after not giving up. Because the reality of the situation is there is no maximum number of tries you can make at starting over in your life. Start over as many times as you need to. Start over every single day if you need to. In fact, excuse me, every day is a do-over. It is a starting over. You go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, fresh start. Fresh start. So there is no shame to this. Oh, I was going to start eating this way, and then 2 days into it, I screwed it up because I had a bad day at work. So what? We all do. We all do. Start over as many times as you need to. You know why? Because the most successful people don't give up until they win, which means there's a lot of starting over. And yes, if you keep starting over, which means you keep giving up, will it delay you getting to your goal? Absolutely. But that's part of the process. So you're gonna get to a point eventually where you get sick and tired of starting over, and you are gonna get a point, if you don't give up and you don't shame yourself into a corner, where you are gonna do what you say you're gonna do. In the meantime, stop shaming yourself about this. Start over as many times as you need to. As many times as you need to. All right, everybody, Cassandra Von Worsley with you here. Check out my books at overcomingfearbooks.com. Check out cassandravon.com. I will catch you on the next IGTV.